that's the irrigator, and I've adjusted it to give a nice spray of water, and fairly low, running at fairly low pressure. I just wanted to run at fairly low pressure initially. And everything's going pretty well. Got this hose, which poly pipe, which runs back to the drum over there, and that's going to basically reel her in. So this paddock was basically overseeded with millet. Can't see any of the tracks at the moment, but it's fairly low, and we're just hoping that the millet will grow through this grass, and that was the idea of it. We've had cattle in here, but we've just taken them off. Yes, so we'll see how we go with this. I'm just walking back to the irrigator drum, and it's not turned on at the moment, so nothing is not pulling in the poly pipe as yet. So this is the first time we're actually going to trial the trying to pull the poly pipe back and reel it back in. We'll do it fairly slowly at the slower setting, just so that we can drench the ground pretty well, and we can use a bit of that water up there because we desperately actually need to use it for a reason. We need to actually lower the dam. So yeah, we're getting close to the travelling. It's only 200 meters, so it's not a long distance. There's a fairly thick poly pipe, this. So it's going to hold a fair bit of weight on that pipe when it's full of water. Well, it is full of water. And we get to the drum set up here, the tractor. The tractor's just there because it's got the batteries. I've got the 4 lithium batteries, 48 volts. Each battery is 300 amp hours. I calculated roughly 150 amps to run this machine. The reason why I'm putting this cover over it is to keep the sun off it, to keep I don't want the batteries to get really hot. But so all I have to do is really turn on the switch here. So just switch the switch on, and it should start up the machine. You can okay. The machine is now switched on. So this is the control panel. It's all in Chinese. So I've had to use a translator to get it to English, and that's the motor part there. That's the control panel here. So I've just got to operate that and get the unit started. Okay, I've got the machine going. You can see the motors running there, and this is the gear lever over here, and I just had to move it to this position here, so it's now reeling in. This is the speed control here, so I've just sort of set it fairly slowly, and I'll just come over the drum here. You can see the drum slowly moving like that. Okay, maybe we can go a little bit quicker. Okay, so it's all working. And as this drum reels in, it's like a you've got a goes through that looks like a fishing reel mechanism where you wind it onto your reel. So the same sort of idea, that'll sort of make sure that the pipe gets rolled on evenly, so that it's just like a mechanism where it moves sideways, back and forth, and winds the poly pipe in the right spot. Okay, it's working pretty well. No ejector wires, nothing getting hot. Because this does use a bit of current, I wasn't sure. I was hoping that there's no problem with that. There seems to be everything seems to be fine with the power supply, and that's going really well. And what'll happen is when that trolley gets back here, it'll find its way up here, pull itself up here, and then it'll actually pull this lever up here. This lever will go up, and it'll actually then disengage the clutch and stop the machine, and then it'll give a whistle or audible alarm so that I know that it's up here. So I'm just going to leave it here, go for it, and keep an eye on it, make sure nothing goes wrong. But everything looks to be working really, really well. Very happy with it. Fantastic. Look at that. This is the first time we've been able to irrigate our paddock. Okay, so this is the irrigator working, pulling along. You can see the wheels are slowly moving. I could speed up a little bit, I suppose.